Parked up outside in the old school.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mainstream Podcast with your boy Micah.
And it's your boy Jalen.
Yes, sir.
We got back with another one.
Yep,
episode 4.
You know what it is. Yes, sir. What are we doing today, Jay?
We got a special one. We got a special guest on the pod. Izzy Steele. That's her introduction. I appreciate you coming on the pod, Izzy. First guest. How do you feel?
Special.
Special, yeah. Izzy, bodybuilder / influencer in fitness. Enthusiast. Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
Enthusiast.
Not missing anything.
No, that's it.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, we're going to dive in deep inside the mind of fitness bodybuilder.
Izzy Steele. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So, Izzy Steele is a fitness influencer. You have done bodybuilding challenges for how long now?
I started bodybuilding, seriously, probably around 2 years ago. I've been strength training, obviously, for more, but I started getting into actual bodybuilding around 2 years ago with the coach.
Okay.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
What made you want to do that?
Honestly, I did gymnastics my whole life, and structure and discipline has been a huge aspect of my life. So bodybuilding was the next thing for me once I started strength training. So I was just doing traditional strength training with a trainer, and then I decided I wanted to take, obviously, lifting to a next level. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try bodybuilding, and now I love it. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge that you think in bodybuilding right now?
Definitely body dysmorphia. I feel like no matter how good you look compared to what you were a year ago, you're still gonna look at yourself in the mirror and struggle.
Okay. Do you think that you see yourself having that now, body dysmorphia?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
What is body dysmorphia for people that don't know? What is that?
It's definitely looking in the mirror or looking at yourself and just seeing a image of yourself that's not true, or what's the word for it? A misconception, I guess, of yourself in the mirror. So you look at yourself, no matter if you're skinny or you're bigger, and you think, oh, I'm bigger than I actually am, or you look at yourself and you're actually skinny, but you see yourself as this big person.
Okay.
That's more my thing.
Where do you think that comes from? How do people
develop that?
Yeah.
Probably just from wanting yourself to get better over time, and it's kind of like a cycle of you're never good enough, I guess. Mm-hmm. So once you start bodybuilding, you obviously see this huge progress in the beginning, and you're like, holy crap, look what I'm accomplishing. And then once you hit this plateau, you look at yourself and you're like, why am I not progressing more than I am? So it's a skewed image of yourself.
So how does your body change throughout? How often does your body fluctuate when you bodybuild?
That's the hard thing. So I feel for bodybuilding, the reason why all these bodybuilders have body dysmorphia is because you're going through these cutting and bulking phases so often, so you don't really know what you look like. So you'll do a bulking phase, right? So I've been bulking for around a year now because I did a show last October. And you're getting obviously bigger. You have to gain fat in order to gain muscle. So you see yourself and you're like, dang, I look fluffy. But in reality, you're walking in a Walmart and you look better than almost every single person in the Walmart. But it's just because you have that mentality that you want to be better than what you were before. So you're so hard on yourself. So
given that mental aspect, when you're bodybuilding and you're working out, how often do you work out?
5 days a week.
5 days a week? What, Monday through Friday?
Monday, Tuesday, rest day Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I have a rest day again on Sunday. So I have enough time for each muscle group to recover.
Okay, I always I'll just go 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, day off. That's a good thing to take a break in between and then go again.
For sure.
100%.
Because I just take 2 days off and then it's 5 days straight.
But rest days are essential for building muscle.
Yeah, that's where you build muscle, actually. Because in the gym, you're breaking down the muscle fibers, and then on your rest days, you want to rest as much as possible because that's when they heal and recover, and that's when you actually grow.
Yeah.
Muscles built in recovery.
Yeah.
So what does your diet look like right now? What are you eating?
I can
to
tell you
bulk?
literally
break
every
it down.
single thing.
Yeah, macros.
Yeah, break it down the meals, everything.
Right now, I'm actually working with a coach who is really big on meal plans, so he doesn't have macros, which for me personally, coming from an eating disorder and a background in that, not seeing my macros and not seeing my calories is actually better for me. because I'm not seeing how much I'm eating, which is insane amount of food. I don't think I would ever have ate before 2 years ago. But I want to say I'm eating close to 3,000 calories a day.
3,000?
Yeah.
So what is that, like a lot of protein?
Yeah, so
Carbs.
I'm eating, literally my protein sources are ground chicken, ground beef, and egg whites, literally those three. And then my carb sources are sweet potato, rice, Cheerios right now. I get Cheerios post-workout. And then I'm trying to think, literally my diet is so boring, but I like it. I eat the same stuff every single day. I eat 6 times a day.
The same stuff every day.
6
Does it
times
get
a
boring?
day?
Yeah. No, because I'm just so used to it. It's like a routine. Like I literally wake up, go to the gym. I eat my pre-workout meal at 5 in the morning. I go to the gym. I eat after I work out, go to work, and then I eat 4 meals after that. So yeah, 6 times a day.
See, that's the thing. I want to like meal prep, but like I don't know if, I mean, I guess if you're used to it, you can start eating over and over the same thing over and over and not get tired. But
You just gotta add
that's
different
hard
sauces.
to me. I feel like you gotta
You gotta trick
you gotta
your
mix
mind.
it up. Yeah. That's the big thing, is like tricking your mind to like
For
enjoy.
sure. You gotta just enjoy. Yeah. I mean, my favorite thing is ground chicken and soy sauce. Ground chicken,
And
rice,
soy
and soy
sauce?
sauce.
That sounds fire.
It's so good.
With rice
I could
or
eat
no?
it every single meal. Yeah, with rice.
Okay, I was gonna say you gotta add something in there. I feel like.
Ground chicken, soy sauce, and rice. That's
And are you
my
like meal
go-to.
prepping? Like you're prepping the meals like every week or every? Like, how are
So
you doing
I don't
it?
have enough containers to do that. So what I do is I just bulk prep my like protein sources. So like my ground chicken, ground beef, egg whites. I'll just prep them in different containers, and then I'll prep my carb sources in different containers. And then when it comes to the end of the night before I go to work, I'll like get 6 containers, because I obviously 6 times 7. What's that?
6 times 7 is
What's
42.
I don't have 42 meal prep containers to prep my
Yeah.
week, so I'll just prep 6 meals every night.
Okay.
With every bulk thing I have.
She's
how long does
prepping
that
6
take?
meals per. She's eating 6 meals per day. That's crazy.
How
Yeah,
long does that take
dude.
to prep that much?
I'm literally cooking almost every day. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I'm always at Walmart, because Walmart has the best ground chicken. But I feel like I'm literally cooking every single day. So sometimes it feels like a chore, but you know, it's
all worth
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
What's your go-to like pre-workout and post-workout? Like, what do you eat?
So I eat the same thing. So my pre-workout is ground chicken, rice, and pineapple. So you can do like a little stir fry with that.
Pineapple.
Yeah, yeah. And then my post-workout is 2 scoops of protein powder with Cheerios.
So you're like dry scooping the protein powder? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh,
What the heck? No.
Bro, like obviously, like you have a
That'd be
drink. So
different.
what do you put in the like? What's in the drink?
So I basically make cereal. So I put 2 scoops
Okay.
of protein powder with water. I shake it up and I pour it into a cereal bowl with Cheerios.
Oh,
So it's like
okay. cereal,
cereal, but protein cereal.
Okay.
And carb source, like Cheerios digest good with me. So after a workout, you want fast like glucose. So I use Cheerios. You can do like rice or whatever, but yeah, it tastes better.
I heard that if you eat sugar, like a certain type of sugar after you work out, that also helps building muscle. Is that true?
Yeah, so you want like fast digesting carbs after a workout. So whether that be rice, fruit is pretty fast digesting, Cheerios, cereal, the glucose digests faster, so it goes straight into the muscle instead of eating like fiber, which is a slower digesting carb, which you don't want that after a workout.
Right.
So in bulking season, you're trying to gain weight and add muscle.
Yes, so you're
So
gonna
what's like
get
the
fluffy.
fastest way to do that? Like you want to, are you like running and working out also with lifting, or?
No, I'm not running. Oh God, you do not want to see me run. Dude, I tried running on prep one time and my hip flexors were sore for like a week.
Damn.
But my I do cardio because obviously you're not trying
Yeah.
to like gain a bunch of excess fat because you are eating. But the biggest thing to keep off the fat is your workouts need to be intense. Like you need to be training hard, or else you're just gonna be using food for no reason. So like my main thing right now is I need to train with intensity and intention, because if you are eating as much as I'm eating and you're just wasting on like a pump workout, you're not gonna be gaining muscle.
Do you ever like cheat your meals? Like, do you eat like dessert? Like, do you ever like, oh,
I
go
don't eat
a-
dessert really, but I
ice
do
cream?
have a free meal every Saturday. So I do like on my leg days. It's like a pretty intense workout for me. So Saturdays I'll hit legs and then I'll go get like a burger and fries. But I never really crave desserts. It's more like salty stuff,
Yeah.
I guess.
I hate leg days, bro. I dread
I do
that.
too.
I
I
love
really
leg
do. They
days.
make me nervous. Like I don't like leg days.
Really?
That's
That's
what-
crazy. I
Yeah.
love leg days.
I mean, it depends. Like my workouts stay the same. Like my last like block literally stayed the same for like a year. I was doing the same workouts, same lifts, like just progressing in them. But my workouts just changed, and like now I kind of like leg day because like when you get changed, it feels nice. But honestly, keeping the same lifts and progressing and adding weight on each week, even if it's like 2.5 pounds, you're still progressing and you're loading the muscle. So,
So like, what are you lifting like on a weekly basis? So are you doing like legs Monday and then like upper body, like back by like Tuesday? And then...
Yeah. So I have 2 leg days per week and then 3 upper body days. So I have quad dominant leg days on Saturday, and then my ham glute dominant days are on Tuesdays. I have shoulders on Mondays, back and bis on Thursdays, and then chest and tri on Friday. So I make sure that my leg days are far enough apart to where I'm like recovering fully and I can hit them hard again.
The legs, after the first day you work out, it's like
soreness.
Oh, it's fine.
Can't
That
walk.
second day, I cannot walk,
Yeah.
bro.
Can't do
I'm
anything.
like, dude.
Walking up the stairs.
It's ridiculous.
So for your specific competition that you compete for, is there a certain type of like lifts that you do that like, I don't know, like that show a certain muscle or that like highlight a certain category that like you would win for?
So with my division figure, it's very about balance. So you want to hit every muscle group hard and intense, obviously, and you want to create sort of like a hourglass shape. That's the best way. A V taper. Okay. So they look for back for sure. Like in my division, your back has to be a very strong point. But you want balance. So you don't want one muscle group to stand out. Like you don't want a heavy upper body and then your legs to be like chicken legs. Like it's very balanced. So that's why I love the division that I do. And I obviously have to grow a lot to get into this division. But you know, that's what I'm working towards.
Yeah.
How does competing work? Like, what do you like? Do you need a coach or a team? Like, and then you just like, how does it work?
So you can be a part of a team of coaches. Like I know there's a lot of team or coaches that have like work around a team and they have competitors within that. But specifically, I've been working with a coach. The one that I was working with for 2 years, he lives in North Carolina. So everything that we did was online. So I would send check-ins every Saturday. He would adjust my plan or whatever he had to do. And then on show, so we did a bulk and then we started a prep. My prep was 18 weeks. And then you slowly diet down. So the goal in a prep is obviously you don't want to lose the muscle you just built in your off season. So it has to be long, like 18 to 22 weeks. But a lot of the time coaches work individually and have their clients individually.
Is there like a specific thing you do like right before competition that'll like you were saying, like, are you like, is your coach like, oh, competition in 4 weeks, like we need you to do this? Or is it just like...
So it's kind of cool. You have a peak week. So you go through your dieting phase, do your cardio. My cardio was actually not too high. I mean, it got up to 45 minutes a day, but some people are doing like an hour to hour and a half cardio. But obviously the goal, or the coach's goal at least, is to get you to a point in your off season where you're eating enough. So when you do prep, you're not like completely dead. So you're eating a good amount even when you're in prep. So that's really my goal too, is to just like get myself to a point like where I am right now, kind of like 3,000 calories, to where when I do diet down, I'm not eating like 1,200 calories. And then obviously cardio just depends on the person. Like if you're not getting conditioned off of 40 minutes, then you need to increase it, whatever. But then you enter peak week and you're carb loading. So you're actually depleted all of those, 14 weeks or 16 weeks, and then your 17th week, you're on a peak week. You can manipulate sodium. That helps. Water, usually people like use a natural diuretic by just drinking like 2 gallons of water a day on peak week. Yeah. And then manipulating sodium helps, and carb loading for sure. It fills you out because you're so depleted and flat.
See, in college, I wanted to take like a nutrition class. Like I really, like I understand a little bit of what you're saying, but not like to the fullest. Like I want to like really understand like what goes in my body.
Because glucose is going to fill you out for sure, especially because you're so depleted.
That's one of the most like misunderstood concept is like people like are like, oh, I want to get skinny. Let me stop eating carbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God. Don't even get me started on that. I hate that.
It's crazy.
So funny because I'll tell people like, yeah, I'm eating probably like 330 grams of carbs a day, and they're like, what?
No way. Like,
I thought carbs were bad.
Yeah.
I usually don't say anything.
I barely figured that out like maybe like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Because there's such a bad stigma around carbs. It's crazy.
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Are you on like any supplements or anything? Like, do you take any?
Right now I am taking just like basic supplements like omega-3s, primrose oil, multivitamin.
Is it bad that I don't take any vitamins?
No.
I mean,
I feel like
if you're getting it from your food,
I see
no.
you taking a lot of vitamins. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting certain things from your food, no. But most of the time with this American diet, you're not getting enough nutrients.
I already know. What do you be eating every day?
I want to hear the diet.
Then I can.
What
then
do
I can
eat
say.
every day? Bro, it fluctuates. I really don't pay attention to what I eat. I just eat whatever is like.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just
Hey,
like
whatever
I'll eat
it is
like,
what it is.
I'll eat like beef, like ground beef, or
Yeah.
like
I really don't like
one
ground
day I'll
beef,
eat
but
like
it's in
French
my plan.
toast, or like
Hey,
maybe like pancakes in the morning or eggs,
sounds
Yeah.
great.
I love
and then
that.
like a pizza or something at night.
Hey, all right.
Like what?
That's the American diet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bro. Like
pancakes, French toast.
I don't pay attention. Like I'm fit, like I would say, but like
Yeah, bro, but you're like abnormally fit.
It just comes
okay,
to
but
genetics.
it's because I've worked out since I was little.
Yeah.
Like I was literally like 8 years old doing like 100 push-ups a night.
Dude, this guy lifts more than me. Like,
Really?
we went
He's
to the,
strong.
We went to the gym. He was pushing like with dumbbell bench press. He
Yeah.
was pushing like he could push 90s if he
What?
wanted to. If he
Nah,
wanted
That's
to.
crazy.
I was pushing like 70.
For how many
70.
reps?
He could do 90s
How
for
many
3.
reps?
Like
90s
10?
for 3.
Dang.
90s for 3.
Oh, but
Like,
I'm saying I
dang,
did 70.
daily 10
I did
reps?
70 like 10 times, but like obviously
Yeah.
three.
That's
three
good.
sets.
That's really good. Yeah, my rep schemes though right now are from like 18 to 30 reps. Very high volume.
Jesus Christ.
What is that? Like,
I'm
what's
pushing till
beneficial?
failure. So you want to hit right now when you're trying to build muscle. Obviously, when you're cutting, you're not necessarily going to build tons of muscle. I'm not saying it's not possible, but usually you're not going to build a bunch. So I'm trying to fail around 18 reps and then push to like 25. So like you're hitting failure, but you're pushing past it. And like my block right now is kind of like once I hit failure, I kind of stop, not necessarily because I want to, but just because I feel like I'm at failure. But you can have more in you. Like you do have more in you.
Yeah.
Or necessarily you can even do like a drop set. So like you fail, you pull the weight off, and you push more until you're like literally shaking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just intensity, really.
Damn.
So like you know your body by now, I would say, right? Like how often
Still
are
learning.
you like checking in with your coach and like?
On a weekly basis. So every Saturday I do check-ins, and I do
Okay.
like my mandatory posing for my division. And one of the reasons, so I just switched coaches actually. He's local in Arizona, which I think I needed at this point in time, just because I want to be competitive.
Yeah.
So having someone there in person to like literally push you till failure is incredible. I love that feeling. But I trained with him probably like 2 weeks ago for leg day, and oh my God, I think it was the best session of my life. But like I could not walk the next day. It was crazy,
Really?
just because the intensity was so high. Like I'm not used to having someone literally push the reps as you're failing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because that's what's really going to, like the reps, the 4 reps at the end that are the hardest is really what's going to build your muscle, not the easy reps. So if you're pushing like 70s for like 8 and those reps are super easy, try going for 9, 10, 11, 12. Like just keep going until that's hard.
Isn't that called,
So-
isn't that progressive?
Yeah.
Or,
Well, yeah, if you're progressing your weight over like a week. So like let's say you push 70s for like 8 this week, and then next week you push 80s for 8, then you
Yeah.
need to go up because you know you can hit that.
Yeah. So are you doing like less weight with more reps? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, like it's still heavy for me, but like
Yeah.
I know that if I'm trying to hit 18 reps, I'm gonna have to drop weight, like no matter what. I can't do
Yeah.
heavy weights.
I'm
for
saying
that long.
why not just do like heavy weight like 10 times or like 6 times? Is that like not? What is the difference?
So for my goal is not strength necessarily.
okay.
Like if you're getting more muscle, you're probably gonna gain strength. That's just what happens. But for me, it's more intensity. So and physique. So it's not really like I'm trying to get super strong. I'm just trying to improve my physique, which necessarily you do not have to go heavy like that. Like obviously you're gonna try to push yourself, but you don't need to do like 3 rep maxes.
Okay, so if you wanted to like, you know your body. So if you wanted to like gain like 3 pounds in like a week, could you do that? Or like if you wanted to like lose 3 pounds,
I'd probably
is that-
get fat though.
I'm saying like, does your body fluctuate like
Yes.
that? Like you could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like if you needed to hit like a certain weight by a certain time, like you could.
Probably.
cut?
Yeah, but like for the funny thing about bodybuilding though is really it's not about weight necessarily. It's just about your look. So like no judge on stage, no judge that's watching is going to ask how much you weigh. It's literally about your physique. So no matter you weigh 140, obviously when you have more muscle and you cut down, you're going to weigh more. So like when I was on stage last time, I was 117. I was tiny. So my next goal would be like to gain, I want to say like another 20 pounds. And then when I cut down, I'll be like 130. Yeah. On stage. So
for people who like, so when you compete, like what, you just like you just walk up and there's like judges in front of you and they're just like,
it's kind of a weird concept. Yeah. If you like,
we
took
see
your
that
mom,
bicep and it's looking, we're going to give her a 9. Is that how it goes? Like,
they judge you based off of, well, for my division specifically, it's balance and your frame.
What are divisions like?
So we have, for women's, it's bikini, figure, wellness. So bikini and wellness are similar, besides wellness is basically like bikini times 10. Like those girls have massive legs. They want obviously femininity, but they also want muscles. And then for women's physique, those are the girls that are massive. But they do the routine. So women's figure, bikini, wellness, they go on stage, they do their individual routine, and then they do comparisons. So they'll line you all up and then compare you against each other and see who has obviously the better physique-wise, balance, symmetry. Symmetry is huge in bodybuilding. Like, you want your physique to be symmetrical and, like, you want your training to be balanced. And that's why when you do have imbalances, you want to work on those in the off-season. That's why the off-season is so important, because that's what actually wins the show. It's not the in-season.
This is all, like, do you think that, like, the judging is kind of, like, not relative, but, like, it's just based on, like, what the judges think, right? So 3 judges could all think 3 different things.
Yes, they go through extensive training too. And like I know one of the head judges of the Olympia. Do you guys know what the Olympia is? Yeah. So Sandy Williamson, she actually
like, you can explain it. Explain it for people
the Olympia,
who don't know.
It's like basically the Olympics of bodybuilding. It's like the best of the best in the world, all around the world.
Like when they're like throwing jugs over and stuff?
No, that's like strongman.
Strongest man in the world. Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right, so that's different.
Bodybuilding is not necessarily like about...
It's just about looks, right?
Yes, but like all the hard work goes outside of the stage. So you see like powerlifting, they do all of their hard work at that moment. Yeah. Bodybuilding is like you go out in your off season, you work, and then you come on stage and show what you did. So it's not necessarily like you're doing it right on that point, but you work so hard to get to that point.
And all those competitions you were talking about, like the bikini, wellness, and what was the other one?
It was figure. That's what
figure. Are they all like natural? Like it's natural bodybuilding? No. Or okay, so some are not natural.
Yeah. So we have the NPC, which is the biggest federation of bodybuilding. You do not have to be natural. But they do have natural leagues, like the OCB. You get tested if you win. Okay, so
you have to get tested. I was gonna say, how do they?
Yeah, but there's also ways like people get around that. But you can go on in a natural league, and you will only get tested if you actually win the show. Yeah. Which I mean,
that kind of sucks because like if there's people who are actually trying to do it.
Yes, naturally. Yeah, and that's why you would have to get pushed into the natural league. But the posing's different. I don't know. I like the NPC, so I'll probably stay with the NPC.
Yeah.
But
what are like the cons to like? Is there cons to bodybuilding? Like, is it a lot on your body and stuff?
Oh yeah, especially the hormones. Like when you do bodybuild, your body is fluctuating so much hormonally that like the girls lose their periods in their prep, and like that's obviously not, it's only short time. Like you'll go through a prep, you'll probably lose your period because there's such a low body fat percentage, and then your goal in the off season is to have a health phase. And some coaches don't have that, that's on them, but you should always have a health phase with your clients. Dang. You want to have your period, especially if you're a female trying to, get pregnant one day.
So if you take steroids, like that probably messes up your hormones in a way that will
that can for sure mess with your fertility. And that's why for men especially, it's so important to get on like fertility medicine if you are doing that, like Clomid. You just want to make sure that you're not messing with your fertility in the long run if you want to have a baby eventually. But there's so many men who just like do steroids and they don't educate themselves, and they're just like, yeah, my coach told me to do this, so I'm going to do this.
That's crazy.
And then they can't have kids. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to
What?
to start some.
What are you talking about, bro? Chill.
Bro, you ever think about that though? Like,
No.
have you ever thought about that? Like,
Of course.
like,
Of course. If you're surrounded by it all the time, you're going to think about it.
You're
Yeah.
like,
But,
damn.
but
I mean,
my
that's-
biggest thing is you have to educate. You're like,
I guess you're kind of surrounded by it too a little bit.
Yeah, bro. Bro,
Yeah.
like people
People
like,
be coming in for sure.
like,
yeah, I
coming
mean,
in-
even SARMs, those are mini steroids.
Yeah,
they
mini
they mess
steroids.
with your hormones.
it's more chemical
Yeah.
than actual like output.
People will come in too and think that like testosterone's not an anabolic steroid, but it is. It's it's an anabolic. The ones that especially females want to like look out for though is the androgenic steroids. So those are the ones that are going to masculinize you.
Yeah.
So
There's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of girls I see like that.
Yeah.
They start talk. They come to you.
their voice drops like octaves.
Dude, have you ever
and
met
there's
one of
nothing
them?
against it. It's
I mean, I'm
just-
sure I have, but
There's girls that come up and they're huge, right? And
Yeah.
then like they start talking to you and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Yo, what the heck?" I swear to God, they're meant. Okay, I'm not gonna say that.
No, yeah, you wouldn't expect
shout out
it.
to all them though. You know what I'm saying? Not throwing shade. Not throwing shade.
No, it's crazy.
Do
but-
you for real?
No, they definitely work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the misconception too. Is like you have to work hard in order to achieve your physique, even if you are on anabolics. It definitely helps, but yeah, you have to.
But you not natty. No.
And you need to cycle. Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. So, what was your process like for like you when you first got into the space? Like, were you trying to cut weight or like were you trying to like gain muscle? Like,
When I
what
first
was it?
started bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So my first thing was to build muscle, obviously, because I was coming to my coach like, you know, I was a lifter, but like I didn't really have a lot of muscle.
Izzy, I feel like I had a gym class with you or something, maybe. And like,
Gym class.
I don't know, or maybe I've
In
seen
junior
her
high?
like work out and I'm like, she was lifting heavy.
What? When?
I don't know. I want to say high school. Like, I don't know. I feel like
I don't know.
I've seen her deadlift or something like. And I
maybe
was
on
like,
the internet.
Maybe, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it was like maybe on like Snap or something.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, dang, she's
Maybe.
lifting heavy.
I went through a few phases. I went through like lifting heavy and like then I went to Olympic lifting and then I was like not bodybuilding and now I'm like yeah, bodybuilding is my thing.
You've
sure.
transferred like from since I've known you. You've
Yeah.
transferred from so many
Tiny,
different
yeah.
things, like physical wise,
Yeah.
mentally, like what you want to do, like
Yeah.
like how does that like how is your like how do you fathom all that? Like you look back
It's
on
been
it.
a lot.
Yeah.
I would say cuz when I first met you, I was working at One Stop.
Yeah.
And, well, no, I mean, I met you
Well,
in junior high.
yeah,
But
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like, so I came from a gymnastics background. And when I went to high school, I stopped doing everything and I gained a bunch of weight. So I was around like 160, which when I say now is like literally 10 pounds from where I am right now. But it's completely different.
That's insane.
So yeah, I was like 160 and I kind of just was super insecure. Like I finally looked at myself and I was like, I hate myself. And then so I started getting into like working out, eating, but then it became almost obsessive and I got into like a really bad eating disorder. And that was like when I was working at One Stop and I was just obsessed with not eating really, basically. I mean, I was eating, but it was like toddler food. So I got down to like 114 and that's when my trainer at my gym was like, yo, like you need to put on weight if you want to get strong. And I was like, you're right. And I think that was like the thing that flipped the switch was like, I'm not eating enough for what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything anymore. I'm literally training 6 days a week. I'm doing cardio. Like I need to support what I'm doing. And then I started bodybuilding and that even taught me even more. I was like, I really need to be eating. So when I started working with my coach, I think that's like the thing that kind of saved me in a way. Cause like I was definitely not going down a good path with eating. And then I finally went through like a building phase. And honestly, I'm super surprised on how I handled that. It was not as hard as I thought it was going to be gaining that much weight because I went from like 114 to 140. And then I went through a cut. And honestly, I think the prep and the cut is like my comfort zone, just where I'm coming from with like the dieting thing. So I'm learning to love myself, I guess, at like all phases of bodybuilding. Because obviously you're not going to be stage lean forever. That's literally one day. You're that lean. And then the next day you're like, okay, building phase.
Yeah.
It's not healthy to be that lean that long, for sure. I've learned that the hard way.
So with you right now, are you like happy where you're at or like satisfied or are you trying to get to like, where are you trying to go?
I think I'm proud, but I'm never satisfied. Like I'm
right.
proud of how far I've come and like I got to keep reminding myself that, but like obviously I'm not where I want to be at all. Like, I'm putting in the work because I want to be somewhere further, but it just comes with time, honestly.
Do you think there could be like a point where it's like too much?
It's a lot. Like, my whole life
Some
is
people
literally
kind of
bodybuilding.
take it, to like unhealthy stages.
Yeah.
And like they're just like obsessed with.
But that's the thing too. Like, my mom was like, she would always mention how she's worried about me just because, like, literally in bodybuilding, I track everything I eat, like every single gram. I weigh everything. I drink a gallon a day. But it's a completely different mindset than what I was in the eating disorder, if that makes sense. Like, yes, I was doing that same thing in the eating disorder, but I'm not trying to just do it because I want to restrict myself anymore. It's because I'm eating because I have a goal to reach. So it's not necessarily like I'm punishing myself. And I would have never ate this much a long time ago.
Yeah, that's insane how you said that you were 160 before, like before you started, and now you're like only 10 pounds off.
My body composition is way different, and I have to keep reminding myself that because when my coach told me he wanted me to be around 170, and I was like, you're lying. But I have to realize, like, in order to get that much muscle on your body, you have to gain fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your like, how do you balance work life and like fitness and like how do you balance everything?
Right now I'm not in school, so that kind of helps a lot, but I am working like 7 days a week right now.
Where do you work at generally? Like, you don't have to say wherever.
I work at a hormone replacement therapy clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is that?
So TRT support.
Oh.
So it's good for me because I do get experience in like working around people who obviously need it. It's a lot of older people who are, low on testosterone. Obviously there's other hormones like estradiol, progesterone, but mainly TRT support is going to be like your main hormone replacement.
Good to know.
Yeah.
No, I was playing.
There's a freaking now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's all good.
I think I killed it.
No, you didn't.
I did. I got it.
I see him.
Still living. But
anyways, like
and a gym. I work at a gym too.
Okay.
On the weekends.
Okay.
Obviously, with what you're doing, weight doesn't matter. But are you trying to like reach a certain weight, or you just want to look a certain type of way? Because I feel like body dysmorphia probably comes from you like just looking at yourself in the mirror every day.
I think body dysmorphia.
You can see the difference like every single day. You can be like, oh,
yeah.
Or you think it's something like you're just imagining it, or you can actually see the difference.
No, I'm definitely like imagining. Like, your body does not change that fast.
Yeah.
But like some days I'll be like, okay, like I'm happy with like what I look like, and then the other days I'm like, I don't even want to look at myself in the mirror, which is awful. Like, that's one thing that I really want to work on is like liking myself. Obviously at all stages in bodybuilding, but I think just beginning. That's like the hardest thing because you're going from stage lean to like this. Yeah. So it just messes with you because you don't really know where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we were talking about it in our last podcast with like, how comparison will like, you compare yourself to other people, like in that you're comparing yourself to yourself. Like, that's kind of scary.
But
like,
and other people with social media, I feel like,
true.
With social media and bodybuilding now, I feel like it's such a trend that like you're going to compare yourself to other bodybuilders when you should just really be looking at like how far you've come.
Yeah, your journey.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Honestly, just having the people around me that I do. Like, I don't think people realize how many awesome people you meet in the bodybuilding community. Like, I've met some of my best friends through bodybuilding. Like, I just flew out to North Carolina last week to watch my friend compete, and it's just like the community or like the people that you build. Obviously not everyone's going to be nice, but some of the people that you do, like, you're all going through the same things. Like, you're all dedicating so much time to this, and like it's like a sport. It's really like any other sport, and that's the best way to explain it. You eat, you train, and you practice like you would with any other sport.
It's kind of dope.
That is kind of cool.
I want to get into that. Hold on.
What?
Wait, hold up. Jalen's gonna become a pro bodybuilder.
Dude, you can do it right now. I swear to God. You don't even have
and
to train,
genetics
bro.
have such a big
I'm
thing.
so serious.
Like,
why do people go to genetics with me, bro? Like, I don't.
Bro, because you are genetically just different.
Yeah,
bro, I get that I don't work out like that, but like, bro. Like,
but like, think about if you did.
Active, bro. I don't just sit on my.
No, I'm saying like you like even if you did, bro, you still stay lean, bro. You're like the leanest person
like,
I've ever met in my life.
But I'm saying it's gonna be hard for me to gain weight. It's hard for me to gain weight.
And
like I can stay how I look, but it's hard for me to gain weight and like I can build muscle, but it's just my body doesn't change. Like if I wanted to make a change, like my body, it's hard for my body to change.
Yeah, you would have to eat a lot. And that's the thing that people run into a lot with bodybuilding too. And that's why it's so important to also check your hormones, like your thyroid, because if you have a hyperactive thyroid, you could be burning like food like that. Like
really?
Yes. So if your thyroid is hyperactive, your metabolism is so
Yeah.
high that you're literally burning through food. Like that's why you can sweat so much and all that stuff.
But
TMI.
he still gains, he still has muscle though, and like
Yeah.
I would feel like if you can't put on weight at all, you won't put on muscle.
Yeah.
But he still puts
TMI,
on
bro. I go to the bathroom like 3 times a day, bro. Like literally.
That's good.
After every time I eat, bro, I go to the bathroom.
Oh no, I
So
actually
your
heard,
digestion is good.
Yeah,
That's good
yeah.
because
Yeah,
mine's
that's
not.
really good.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good, especially if
'Cause,
you
like,
were to
people be
eat
like,
more. Yeah.
A week goes by and they went to the bathroom twice.
Yeah.
In a week. I'm like,
That's
bro,
crazy.
I go to the bathroom like 3 times a day.
2 times a week is crazy.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro,
that,
like,
there
you-
was times where that was me. I've had digestive issues like my whole life.
Oh my
and
goodness.
that has been like the hardest thing for me with eating this much is my digestion. Like I take digestive enzymes with every meal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like people take pills for that and stuff.
Yeah.
Is there like someone in like is there like an influencer or like bodybuilder that you like kind of look up to or like influenced by?
Ooh. I would say
That's a great question.
there's a few. Like I like Sid Gillen. She's like literally the best in the world in figure. That's
So
my
what
division.
is she? She's in your
She's my division.
Okay.
She's won Olympia. I want to say 6 times. She's going for her 7th in like a week. She's just so humble. Like you'll see her at the gym. She goes to the gym I go to. Temporarily.
Arizona?
She lives in Georgia, but she comes out to
okay.
yeah. So she's there right now with her coach Damien, and she just wears sweatpants and hoodies. Like she doesn't even show off her physique, which go
Yeah.
for her because if you look like that, I would be showing off my physique. But she wears sweatpants, hoodies, works out, doesn't really talk to anyone, just
That's
does her
cool.
thing. And I love that because I feel like with social media nowadays, like so many bodybuilders are like wearing nothing in the gym
Yeah.
and like showing off everything, which.
But that's cool because people like want to look like her,
Yeah.
but she's not like kind of showing it off. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is how. Like,
Yeah.
she's kind of like
super
chill
humble
with it.
And I think that's like what I admire about her most is like she's super humble about
'Cause she
how
could be-
far she's gone.
Yeah, she could be in the gym and people could be like working out and they're like they feel bad 'cause
Yeah.
they don't look like
Yeah.
her. Like, bro, she's one like.
Yeah, she's like everyone else, and that's what I have to tell myself too when I see people like that. I'm like, they're literally just like me. Like
Right.
I'm doing the same exact thing they're doing. I'm just younger, and I just don't have that much time. Like I have time in front of me, and that's like what I have to keep telling myself.
That's true.
So what's like the average age for this? Does it fluctuate? Like,
So when I did my first show, I was 19. So like most of the time, people are anywhere from like mid 20s to like 60s. This
Really?
like, and they don't even you don't do it by age. So I mean, there's some categories by age. So how it works in like division wise, and when they're judging you, there's a teen class, which I think they just changed to junior. It's like 18 to 20 or something. And then there's novice, true novice. So true novice is you've never competed before. Novice is you've competed, you haven't won your class. And then there's open class A, B, C, and it goes on until, so it's by height. So I can be 19 competing against a 50-year-old. So it really, that's the only
Yeah.
thing with bodybuilding is so hard is like the muscle maturity that a 50-year-old's going to have over me is obviously going to be
right?
Yeah.
crazy.
That's kind of unfair, no?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but you know what you're getting
It's
into.
it's like going to the NBA. When you're a rookie, you just
you have to start off and do your thing, take your time
Exactly.
off. And I feel like so many people nowadays are just competing to compete, and they're not taking their time off. So they're going on the next year after year, looking the same.
What's like the what do you get when you win? Like
If you're pro, so you start up as an amateur in the NPC, and then if you win your pro card, you go into the IFBB Pro League. So then you compete against pros, and you can win up to like 50,000. Yeah,
okay.
and then you get sponsorships too.
Yeah,
so
sponsors.
that's how they make their money. Like they don't work.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's also too, they literally do that for a living. Like they don't have jobs. Most of them don't have jobs. Some are like nurses and stuff, but some of them literally bodybuild for their living. So
crazy.
that's all they do.
So are they like trying to be more on like are you trying to be on like more of the influencer side, like get like a following behind you so you can get like sponsorships and stuff? Or is
Yes,
that,
but
like-
no. I feel like I wouldn't want to be famous like that. I don't know. I feel like that would just consume you in a bad way. And
Yeah.
obviously you can make it good, but like I want to have I want to have a job. Like I want to
Yeah.
have I want it to be more of like a hobby that I
Yeah.
love.
That's cool.
But
Than
I
it
wanna
just
go far
taking
in
over
it.
your life. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to be my whole life because that's when I feel like I would hate it.
Yeah. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I could
Yeah.
see that.
Just like, when you do something you love and then you start to like not like it. Like coaching sometimes. I feel like some personal trainers like love the gym and then they start personal training and then they're like, I hate being here. Which I never want that to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like my safe place.
How does how does you working out and like paying attention to your health, like how does that affect you, like your mindset and your how you think?
I would say over like the past year, like I've had a bunch of hormonal issues too. So like really paying attention to that has like sparked my interest in like everything. Like I've been into now like nursing, hormones, and like I have PCOS too. So like dealing with that has been a whole other thing. But general bodybuilding has just taught me so much about myself that I probably would have never even paid attention to.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Does your like mind change throughout, like say you were to win, right? So let me ask you this first. Have you won one?
No, so I only did one show. So I took first in teen, third in novice, second in true novice, and then fifth in our open.
First in teen, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was like two of us. But my coach was pretty proud with the fifth because there was like 10 in my class.
Yeah.
So for being my first competition, and honestly, I look at myself now and I'm like, I wish I grew more because I was tiny.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It sparked something for me. So
if you did win one, like, or you won a couple more, obviously that's your engagement within the bodybuilding community and your Instagram and all that's gonna blow up. So like say it just happens like because you won, like you like I feel like that's what happened with C-Bum. He just blew up because he was like freaking huge, like next to Arnold, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just worked and they didn't want to become famous, but then they just became famous.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Okay.
You know, if I made money off of it, I don't care.
Okay.
No,
okay.
but if you do win if I do as an amateur, if you do win a show, you'll go into a national show. So a regional show would just be like in Arizona. And then you'd go into a national show, which be like, it could be anywhere really. And then if you win your national show, you get your pro card.
Okay.
So my goal would be a pro card. And then obviously I would want to like compete after that. But like my main goal right now is to be like competitive enough to a point where I feel like I could get a pro card.
Okay.
So I don't know when I'll step on a stage again, but I want to be competitive.
Pro card is when you're like, okay, I'm good. Like, or not I'm good, but like
I feel like
I'm there.
Yeah,
like I'm getting.
And obviously when you first get your pro card, you're going to be small compared to all the pros because they're massive, but you know, it takes time.
That's great. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he was the one who really kind of like took the bodybuilding, like now it's like attractive to be in the gym. Like I feel like years back it was.
I would love to be a bodybuilder in the 80s or like the 70s. Oh my god.
That would be the best.
Yeah.
That's like the start
social
of
media wasn't
around. He made
around.
the gym better. Like he made the gym like
he has a whole book on exercises, and he was like the foundation of bodybuilding.
Yeah, exactly.
Him and Frank Zane.
Now you go to a gym and it's literally packed. You can't
and they're like the
machines.
definition of symmetry. So like I think now people are just misconceiving like bodybuilding as being bigger and bigger, but it's really not about that. It's about building a symmetrical body and shape.
Like what more defined?
Density, obviously, but like just having balance and like looking aesthetic. And I feel like nowadays people are just getting huge, like in divisions you don't need to be huge, or like taking gear that you would not need to take in that division. So like I don't know, it's just hard, and I feel like it's not toxic, but social media has a big part to do with that.
What are some like Bradley Martin has a gym, right? Like is that like
Raw Gear, I think, right?
He has, that's his brand, but he has a gym called
like Zoo Culture.
Zoo Culture, yeah.
Zoo Culture,
Zoo
something
Culture,
like.
yeah.
Is that like a big like do
Like
a lot of
hype gym.
bodybuilders go there and stuff, or is there like other gyms around that like?
Yeah, it's definitely a bodybuilder like crowd, but I feel like it's more like young influencers. Like you go in there, there's probably like tripods everywhere.
Yeah.
Just like Alpha Land. I don't know if you've ever heard of Alpha Land. It's in Texas. It's huge. There's like 4 gyms. And Christian Guzman, the owner of Alpha Elite, he's the owner of that gym.
Okay, I know
and
what that is.
It's massive, but it's a lot of tripods. And for me now, I just hate going to the gym and seeing a bunch of that because I just want to work out.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did my first show in Houston, and I went to that gym.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
So, because I know like in like basketball, it was like Venice Beach or like
like those high
those
high
crazy
audience places.
Yeah, exactly. So I was.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Tulum beach? The Tulum.
Oh yeah, I want to go there.
You know what I'm talking about?
The
Tulum.
wood, the jungle gym.
No. That would be crazy if it was on the water. But no, it's like all the weights is wooden.
I think you just came up with that idea.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Water
gym.
Yeah.
Oh my
Everything's
God.
like you like lift weights with water bags.
Water bags. No, I was thinking more like on the like on the beach or something. Like they have like workout like people on the beach and stuff. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, at Tulum Jungle Gym, it's like all wood and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I want to go there.
Wood weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like weighted. It's like so
Yeah.
like a 50-pound dumbbell is a bigger. It's bigger because it's wooden.
Yeah.
It's like because you know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It probably take a lot of wood to make that.
Yeah, no.
It's like steel and wood combined. Like I feel like it's just
Oh my
two
God.
different scales.
I think honestly, I don't know. They might have like things inside the wood.
Probably. But their lat pull down is like a little basket and you can sit in it. So like you
Yeah.
can lat pull down someone in it.
Yeah.
It's pretty
really?
cool. Yeah. I
You
wanna
think
go
you can
there.
lap pull down me? I'm 230.
Hell no.
You don't think you can do
tweaking.
that? Can you do? How much you weigh?
No. I could probably do Jalen.
I weigh like 150.
Yeah, I
You
could
do
probably
that.
do him for like 5 reps.
Chill. don't little boy
You're
me.
150?
Yeah.
That's
God,
crazy.
I'm
I know.
literally 7 pounds lighter.
I'm trying to get 170. You heard? Like
Yo,
I'm
you
trying to
hear
get
that?
170. Yes, bro. Chill.
It's okay. I'm getting fluffy right now.
What's your go-to like music or like what gets you hyped to like work out?
It's so random.
That's a crazy
It's
question.
so random. Literally, I could be listening to like R&B, but then I could be listening to like EDM. It's
Really?
so random in the gym.
Wow.
Sometimes podcasts. I really like podcasts.
In the gym?
Yeah.
So like you listen
I
to
do
people
too.
talk?
I like
yeah.
that.
Especially if it's about like bodybuilding.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
more motivating. And like, oh my God, if you go to a bodybuilding like show, like right before you go to the gym, that's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Try
I've
it one
never-
time, bro.
yeah, I've
I liked it.
The podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally my phone was broken this morning. I went to the gym and was like, no music, no nothing.
It was nice, huh?
It was
Fighting
not
the demons
bad.
straight
Like,
up.
I was just like, I'm fighting demons. Like,
Right?
I'm just
different.
lifting.
Sometimes
and
I
I'm
don't
like,
even play music. It's in my ear.
Yeah.
Like my headphones are on and I'm like not even playing music. I don't even realize.
But I feel
What?
like people have to like train themselves to like if you have motivation in your every
Yeah.
time, when that goes away, it's just
Oh, yeah.
what do you have? Like,
You have to,
You're just
yeah.
not gonna do it.
Yeah. No, and for sure. That's like the biggest thing too is like making yourself do things even when you're not motivated.
Yeah. I'm
So
saying,
you-
how do you stay motivated? Like, how do you just keep?
I would say
It's-
discipline. It's not even
discipline.
motivation.
It is discipline.
Yeah. Like
At the
Pre-workout.
end of the day.
caffeine.
That will definitely keep me motivated.
Yeah. No, I feel like I don't know. Just
What are the cons to pre-workout?
I mean,
Sleep
stress. I
deprived.
mean, yeah. If you're taking it at 5 p.m., you're probably not going to get the best of sleep. And also, like, people don't realize that it's a stimulant. So also, you're creating stress in your body. So that's
Yeah.
also going to have.
So, I just cut you off. What were you saying earlier?
I don't know what was I saying.
Oh, you forgot.
Discipline.
Oh. Yes, you were talking about.
I feel like it's
discipline.
just such a routine for me now that I just do it because I'm doing it. Like,
Yeah.
It's part of my daily life.
Now you've done it so long that it's
Yeah.
just like you're going.
And you have a reputation to keep too. I feel like now because like a lot
I
of
don't think she's.
That-
Are you
no.
keeping up with the reputation? I feel like you're just doing it because you like.
Yeah.
It's something that you want to do, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I love doing it. And like, I wouldn't change it for the world. But like, no, I get what you're saying. Just like, I feel like a lot of people that are higher up have that reputation. They feel like if they do stop doing something, they're going to like get like stuff for it. Or like people aren't going to like them as much.
because it's not
Yeah.
like you've just this isn't like a trend
Yeah,
for you. You've
no.
been doing this for like 6, 7,
Yeah.
8 years. Like
Yeah.
it's like if you were to stop, it's like
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah. Why would I stop?
Yeah.
Because I like doing it.
Yeah.
But there are some people who just do it because they want to do it. Like I see that a lot.
Yeah.
And these shows are getting stacked and stacked because
Stacked,
of it.
way more.
Oh my
people.
God, bikini especially.
Wow.
It's crazy. But yeah.
When I was doing pre-workout, when I was working out, like I was working out consistent, like probably like 2 years ago through the summer. Like I worked out like every day, almost skipped like one day. I would take pre-workout, bro. I would be in the workout itching.
Yeah, it's
Was I
probably the
taking way
niacin.
too much, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, oh my God.
There's
like, I couldn't
certain
even
things-
focus. I
yeah.
was like, like, my pump was crazy. I was like, I felt like I was on roids. Like
It's
for
It's the
real.
ingredients in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beta alanine, nice, and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
mhm.
Yeah, that will get you
I think
going.
I was taking like
No, make you
Pregenics or
itchy.
something like that.
I love that stuff. I don't know why. I'm kind of like a crackhead. For
I
it,
love
man.
I don't take pre-workout.
You don't take it
no.
anymore?
So you want to know something crazy? I get up at like 4:50. I work out and I don't have an energy drink till like 12.
Wait, so you don't take pre-workout to go to the gym?
No.
What time do you go to sleep?
I mean, I try to go to bed by like 10, like 9:30. I try to get at least 7 to 8 hours.
So you do have a bedtime.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta
I
be
do
up.
because I want 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
How do you wait? So what do you take before the gym? Nothing. You just
Food.
drink water and food.
I eat food. That's it.
I guess I can see.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I can
It's
see
fuel.
that.
But
That's like the natural way
I used
to
to
do
do
it.
that, but I honestly don't like pre-workout that much anymore. I just like energy drinks, and if I do an energy drink, I save it for like 12 because I want my own body to like wake up.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually a good
Micah,
idea.
you've been
You're like,
consistent.
matter of fact,
Bro, I'm like on it now. Like, bro,
Really?
it's been bad.
Like
No,
you have to take it.
I've been
now?
well, no, cause I don't take it so as often as I used to take it. But
Yeah.
I started transferring over to beetroot powder. I don't know if you know what that. I don't know. You ever? It's really good. You should try it. I actually might
like
put
natural?
you on. It's all natural. Yeah, it's
and it helps.
Yeah, it's just blood flow. That's all it is. It's really good.
Oh, so it's like a pump kind of.
Yeah, exactly. But it also gives you like a energy kind of like a natural energy spike.
Is there caffeine in it?
No, it's just like beets and grounded up.
Huh.
It tastes disgusting.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's good. Like it's good for you. Like it's great. Like you guys gotta try it. Like I'm
I
telling
will.
you. Like
I'll try it and let you know.
I put her on with it, and it was
Really?
crazy. Yeah, it was dope. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. No, I have to take. I don't take it as much as I used to, but I take it like when I need to. Like if you wake up at 5 a.m.,
Yeah.
I would be taking it.
Well, you
Yeah.
wake up at like 10, bro. You
That's not true. I
Bro,
woke
what
up like
time do
8.
you wake up?
Like
oh my.
8.
You wake up
8:30.
8:30.
8:30.
I work at 7, so I have to go.
8:39
Yeah.
means 9:30.
8.
No, 8:30.
8:30 means 8:30.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just like a.
Jalen's on some different time.
Yeah,
You've been consistent in your workouts though. Like what's keeping you motivated?
I don't know. I just like the way your chest looks.
So what are you like how are
Stop.
how are you working out? Like are you hitting like legs
pretty
once a week? Like similar?
Yeah. I it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar to hers. Like I'll keep it where I have 2 rest days and then just I have like a regular split, so it's just like tricep, shoulder, chest.
Are you trying to gain weight, lose weight, like what?
Maintain.
I'm just trying to
Muscle,
maintain.
maintain.
Yeah, I'm just trying to maintain.
Stay
Honestly.
fit.
Yeah, stay fit.
Yeah.
I still like the one thing with me is I like to play basketball. So like when you put on too much muscle, you kind
Yeah.
of like get
It's hard
slower.
to move.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to get like that.
See, I just
Yeah.
felt that right now. You feel me? I just came back from hooping and I'm
You're so.
I'm like,
It's
"Ugh,
a
I
different
felt
type of
stiff."
movement for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing why I don't want to just like work out so much to where I'm like kind of stiffer. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Like
wanna
I
have
want to stay
movement.
fit, but not
You
like,
could do
be
athletic
stiff.
movements like
Plyo.
like
Yeah.
plyos.
Yeah. Like I want to
Power,
exactly.
like
I want to
explosive
start doing,
movements. Like
Yeah.
you could do jump squats or something.
Yeah.
Whatever
like
you
you
want.
know those bodybuilding lifters that like walk around and they're like this. And
Yeah.
Cayman.
Like and
They
they're
got
like
them
on the
big
turn.
muscles.
Yeah.
Wipe
and-
their own butt.
Exactly, and they like you play them in basketball, and they're just like all like goofy and like I don't want that to
They
be
think
me,
they're
but I want to
athletic because
stay
they
fit.
lift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
can say I'm not athletic, but I can lift.
But I feel like that's an athletic movement. Like
yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah.
no, I can't. People would think like I run. I'm like, boy, I do not run. I will never run in my life. Like unless I'm running from someone, then I'll run.
Wow. How fast do you think your mile is right now? Just on like a
Oh God. I want.
When's the last time you
Probably
ran?
like 13 minutes.
really 13 minutes?
I don't know because I can walk like
Yeah,
because
you can
my
walk
cardio's
13.
my cardio's on like an incline at 3.2 speed and like I hit probably like 15 minutes. So if I ran, if I train, I mean I used to do track and cross country. So I feel like if I really trained, I could. But like I'm too big right now to like.
Like right now, we had a track out there.
I would throw up because I just ate a big old bowl of chicken and rice.
Okay, so you track out there, you ate right, you're ready to go.
She probably hasn't tracked that.
What?
When's the last time you ran? A
In
while
prep
ago.
when I tried.
Oh, okay.
I tried to run and my hip flexors were sore for like literally 2 weeks. It was pretty bad.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running's not my thing.
Have you ever do you in your training do you max out like weight at all? Or
No, not really. I mean, like I would hit like failure on a certain weight, but like I'd never go for like a 1 rep max. So I don't really know my strength
Yeah.
because like I'm doing 15 to 25, 30 reps. So
Right.
like I don't really know how strong I am because I'm not training for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if I were to do like powerlifting or power building is like a mix of powerlifting and bodybuilding together, which is a lot of people do that, especially like a lot of bodybuilders do powerlifting first and they build density and then they go into bodybuilding.
Oh, it's smart.
Yeah, it is smart. It's just their look is not as aesthetic because they're big. Like they're dense, but they're like blocky almost. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it. But some
Yeah.
obviously people have different genetics. But yeah, power building is a popular training style. It's like you're maxing out on certain lifts, but you're also doing accessories like bodybuilding, like leg extensions and machines.
Yeah. So when you're in the gym 5 days a week, is there like are you going for like a time frame or like a certain feeling, or like, or you just have a list of things you have to do that day?
Yeah, I have exercises, so I do this pretty much same thing every week. I'm probably in there for around an hour to an hour and a half. Depends.
Yeah, because
if
I'm
I
like
have cardio or not.
I'm like, all right. When I go in there, I'm just going in there for consistency. Like,
Yeah,
if
you
I
should have
feel
a-
good, I'm
yeah.
just gonna I'm gonna be like, all right, that's it for today, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
not, like-
honestly though, like I feel like what makes me less, like, I don't know if you have like gym anxiety, but like if
No.
you ever like walk in or like I don't know what I'm doing, like having something written out and like what I'm gonna do helps.
exactly.
I don't know.
Do you
But
write
that's-
you write your stuff down?
Yeah, I have everything
I'm
written
sure
down.
she keeps track of everything, probably.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I have all my workouts written down. I like having like a plan. That's one thing about me. I'm super.
You've
like,
memorized it now or no?
I just got a new split, so I'm kind of like memorizing as I go, but it's definitely different. And like I was doing like certain muscle groups before, and kind of now my leg days are kind of like combined. So I'm not doing like a specific quad focus necessarily. It's like a combination of glutes, hamstrings, and quads. So it's weird for me, but like I'm having enough time to recover, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I'm just kind of slowly learning that. I'm doing back and shoulders together, which is different.
That's a
Back.
that's a good split. I
Yeah.
used to do that. It's like
Yeah,
a crazy.
I'm usually
split.
doing back and
You
buys.
used to do some weird splits. I was like,
My splits
Hey,
were
whatever
cool.
works.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
whatever
and everyone's
works for
body
sure, but-
like needs different things. So
Like I used to do.
I guess my body needs that.
What was the weirdest split you ever done?
I don't know. Like
Is there any
I've done
weird
basic
one?
splits. Like yeah, I mean like some people do like chest and I don't know.
Hamstring
Chest and
back.
back.
Yeah, like chest and legs. Yeah, like I've seen
Yeah.
people do that, which I mean, I guess that's more of like a time saving thing. So like if you can't hit the gym like
Yeah.
5 days a week and you wanted to go like 3, you would combine like your legs and upper.
How do
Are
you
you-
feel about isolation days? Like where people do like
Like unilateral movements.
yeah, like remember that the one dude who came in one stop and he would be
Later.
like, he's like, yeah, today's a calf day. And I'm like, calf day? Like who has one day dedicated to calves? That's crazy. Like that's not normal to have that.
I feel, so I mean I guess so I do have to hit calves twice a week on a non-leg day. So I mean I guess if you wanted to
Wait, so you hit? Wait.
I hit calves with like my upper
Oh,
body.
wait, okay.
Yeah. If I don't have time for some reason, maybe I'll do like my rest day on with calves. But
That's crazy.
usually I'll do like calves before I hit upper body.
Do you think it's more beneficial to do that?
Yeah, because you're after leg day, or like if you do it before leg day, I mean, then you're kind of tiring out your legs before you're hitting
That's
legs.
true.
But after leg day, I used to do it like that, but it makes sense now. If you're hitting your legs and you're fatiguing your legs, and then you're trying to hit calves, you're not going to put 100% into your calves.
Yeah.
That's why we all got
Yeah,
zero
true.
calves.
Sure.
So-
I can only think of like 2 workouts for.
Well,
calves.
yeah, there's not a
Yeah.
lot, but like if you do inner, outwards, and forwards, you're hitting every
Yeah.
type of the calf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're going into the gym, do you have like a pre thing that you do? Cause like me,
Like a warm
I'll
up?
like I'll stretch and then I'll do abs. Like I hit abs like every time during
Do
a
you
workout.
do
and then I
static
go in.
stretching, or do you do?
I just do like basic like touch my toes. Like I have a little bit of other like like
Yeah.
twists and turns
Yeah.
and like like
I would do like
What is it,
stretching, like
upward dog?
moving.
Upward dog.
Upward-
You do upward dog in the gym?
like like where I like straight like I like tighten my back.
Like,
and, like,
oh, you do
I
the-
put my
you do the-
hands
like
my,
the-
hand- my hands here. And, like I like. do
You just
that.
see Jalen humping the ground.
Oh, wow.
Yo, chill. Nah, but yeah, like
Wait, so you do
No,
this?
like, do, like-
you do this with your back?
yeah,
That's what you're doing?
No, like I'm like this. Like my back is like arched. Like my hands are out and my back is like not arched.
You arch your back in the gym?
No, like I like
Hold on.
hold on.
asking
I
for
like
something.
curve it. Like I like curve it down.
So
No,
you
I don't,
arch your
like, put
back.
it- I don't put it up in the air. I curve it down. Like I'm
So
like,
you're arching
So
your
you
back.
put your
You
ass
put your
in
butt
the,
in the air.
in the air.
No, I put my butt like down. Like, bro, it's
No.
hard to explain. I'll show you. But
Okay,
like,
alright.
look, say your
Yeah,
hand,
yeah. Help them say it
say
right
your
now.
hands are out, right? Like this.
Yeah.
Get on
And
tape.
I'm like this. Like I'm like, but like my legs are out like a dog. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they're like
Oh.
laid out. And, like,
So you're like this.
So you're like a seal stretch,
Yeah.
like a seal stretch, not like a,
not
a
like
cat.
my ass in the air. Like it's the opposite.
He's like throwing.
That's still kind of different. I'm not gonna
Bro,
lie.
it's a good stretch.
I've
bro.
never done that before. I probably.
You need to stretch more, bro. Like at least 10 minutes a day. I challenge you. Then maybe you'll be like me. You'll be able to dunk.
Bro, yes. Bro, I wish I could dunk. Like
Oh,
you.
I would say though, like when you do stretch, do like walking side lunges and like doing movements while you
That's
stretch, not
your
static
pre?
stretching. Yeah, because if you static stretch, that could like hurt the muscle growth.
What is
'Cause you're
static? What is
static stretching? Is just when you're holding a stretch.
Oh,
So like touching your
okay.
toes for like So like if you're doing like movements, so like walking, like grabbing each leg.
Okay, I get. Kind of like track workouts, like lunges.
Yeah, exactly.
and,
But
like,
exactly. Why do you think they do that? It's because
Yeah.
they don't want to hurt the muscle when they're static stretching.
right.
It gets your muscles warmed up when you're moving and you're stretching.
Oh, so wait, so static stretching actually hurts the muscle?
If you do it before your workout, I would suggest doing it after the workout.
What?
Or on a designated day. So like on your rest day, stretch. But don't do it before your workout
Right.
because then
I didn't know that.
Dang, I gotta change up my routine now.
I didn't know that, but that makes sense because when we were boxing, I never did static stretching.
Yeah,
it was more like
exactly.
movement.
Yeah, so you want to like move and warm up your muscles. So like going on incline walk before you work out. That's
Yeah,
good too.
Okay.
That's what I usually do is like do a little walk, digest a little bit because I just ate a fat meal.
Yeah.
And then I'll start lifting. And then,
okay.
I do need to get better about stretching though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty bad at that. It's because I don't really have like the time like at that moment and then I
Yeah.
won't do it when I get home. But it is important too for mobility and stuff. Well, thank
Perfect.
you.
Well, Izzy,
Yeah,
I
thank
appreciate you coming on
Yeah.
the podcast. First
Of
guest.
course.
You're always a real one.
Yep.
Maybe we'll have you on again,
Yep.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Next time when you go to like a competition
When
or
I'm
something.
shredded. No, I'm just kidding.
Shredded. When she's number one.
Dude, that'd
Yeah.
be insane.
When she's
Definitely gotta
number
get that
one,
back.
we'll for sure have
That's
you back.
motivation. So
Yes.
like when you win,
Exactly.
you gotta think about the podcast. And you're gonna come
Exactly.
back on. Yeah.
Exactly.
That should be the only reason why you'd be number one to come back on. Izzy Steele, everybody.
Yep.
Thank you.
Wrapping up episode 4 of the Mainstream Podcast.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Jalen,
It's your boy Micah. You know what it is.
and we're out. See you in the next one. Hey, comment, help us out. Comment, subscribe. Comment. Let us know what you thought, and if you have any things you want to say to Izzy, or we'll drop
Questions.
her socials in the
Yeah, we'll drop
in the description and everything. You guys can go follow her. Ask her questions, DM her.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Whatever.
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 All right, we out of here.
Yes, sir.
Deuces.